And for the final settings tab, System Settings. At the top of System Settings, I have this screen and power control. This is simply an auto sleep toggle. When this is turned on, as long as the app is open and running an incident or in the settings menu, the screen will not turn off. So it will override the settings of the iPad to keep your screen on all the time. Do keep in mind this will impact your battery quite significantly. Next up, let's talk about Admin Lock. Currently, it is not configured. What this does is it locks down all the tabs in here so my users cannot access them. Only administrators can. So the way this works is I set a password. When I'm entering a password here, you'll notice a black box at the bottom of your screen, but I see an actual keyboard. Okay, now that I've set it, it's going to ask me to put it in one more time to access the settings themselves. So currently Admin Lock is off. We're going to enable it. And from here, we're going to turn on which settings menus we want to restrict access to. One thing I will tell you is the timers tab, your users might need access to during an incident. So my recommendation is to leave that unlocked. All we do is simply back out and you'll see this enabled, 5 tabs locked. When I open up the sidebar, the ones that don't have access are locked here. Once I navigate away from this, the way I unlock it is right here. And I have 2 options here. 1, enter password, and 2, export profile. A word of caution with using the Admin Lock. Because it is stored in the Apple keychain and is properly encrypted, there is no hint or anything like that to unlock your password here. So if you do not remember your password, you'll need to export the profile and reinstall the program. So my advice is to, if you're going to use Admin Lock and you're going to create a password for it, make it memorable and also write it down somewhere. And just like that, we've unlocked our settings for us to access. So you can see it says password set, but it's disabled. So even if somebody wanted to go in and make changes, they can't because this actual setting screen has a lockdown to it. So we'll put the password in. Let's do it correctly this time. And now we can re-engage those. The next item here is share profile. So I have the option to share a profile through AirDrop, mailing it, or saving it to files, very similar to our reports menu. I also have the option to import a profile. We'll demonstrate real quick how the sharing and importing profiles work. So let's just save one to files here. Just like that, it's exported. And then importing one is as simple as clicking a button and importing it. If it's coming to you via AirDrop, here's how it will look. Once it automatically opens, I click the optic button up here. It's going to ask me if I want to import. Just like that. The last component down here is also the last step of creating your settings menu the way you want it to be. So at this point, you've entered your units, you got your groups and divisions set, your templates, your incident types, all of your settings where you want them to be. When you have them where you want to be, click the Set as Default button. This way, when you decide you want to import a profile that's different than yours, or you want to try out some different types of templates, unit configurations, etc., you have an easy way to go to reset to defaults. So it allows you to import other profiles, test them out, or adjust settings within your Optic program and always have a fallback for your defaults here. One thing to keep in mind is that when you share a profile, it's going to share your current profile and not the default settings here. The program does not know whether you want to share your default settings or your current, so it's going to share with you the most current thing that has been created. And just like we've previously stated in other videos, Any system settings that you turn on or off here, there typically is no save button. Anything that is created automatically is saved. Any settings you adjust automatically save as well. Okay, so the final thing we'll look at here in the settings tab is the about page. In here, it's just going to give you the version, the name. Up top, you'll see subscription information for your program. You'll also find support website, videos, how to contact us, our privacy policy, and terms of use.